Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Think Future TV. Not the Think Future TV, Think Future TV. I'm your host, Chris Kalaboukis, and once again, we're coming at you live from deep, deep, deep in the heart of Silicon Valley, California, the innovation capital of the world. We're talking innovation, startups, the future. Not necessarily those, and not necessarily in that order. Now, lately, we haven't talked a lot about the future. Although if you ask me, the future is kind of embedded in a lot of the things that we talk about anyway. Startups are always looking forward into the future to determine what kinds of new cool products and services. Innovation is future leaning. So I thought let's talk a little bit today about the future because it just came out from a fantastic conference at the Institute for the Future, one of the coolest places on earth if you ask me. And it was all about body area networks. And one of the most interesting talks there was by a gentleman by the name of Golden Krishna, who wrote the book, The Best Interface is No Interface. And I agree with this completely. I mean, it fits right in with my concept of the seamless world, where we're going to end up one day with a world where everything just happens to happen. We don't have to tell it to happen, it just happens. And a lot of people are afraid of something like that. They think that it's going to lead to Skynet or something like that. But I don't think we're going to get into that situation. I think we're going to get into a situation where the world is going to become so complex that we're going to need agents to do the work for us. Intelligent, automated, and human agents go out there and do things for us. I'll give you an example. So travel. I love using travel as an example because travel is so broken it's unbelievable. There's an example of something that technology wrecked as opposed to made better. So it used to be that if you wanted to go somewhere, you would call up your travel agent. You'd pick up the phone and you'd say, hey, Mohammed, or whatever your name is. My old travel agent, his name was Mohammed. And I'd say, hey, I want to go to somewhere really nice, and I want to spend a lot of money, and it's kind of a anniversary gift. He goes, great. Hang up the phone. A few hours later, he'd call back with the perfect trip at the perfect price, perfect place, perfect timing, everything. I didn't have to do anything. I just made that one phone call, was on the phone for maybe 5 minutes, and then bam, a couple hours later, perfect trip. Nowadays, technology has taken all of that work that Mohammed did for me and has put it in my lap. And I have to become a travel expert. I have to do this, I have to do that. I have to spend months researching the best hotel, the best things to do, the best airline. I mean, did I get ripped off? I don't know if I got ripped off or not. Should I have bought earlier? Should I have bought later? I don't know. All of this stuff, it's in my hands, and I don't want it to be in my hands. I want systems to do this stuff for me. I want to be able to say to my intelligent agent, I want to go somewhere nice, I don't want it to cost too much money, and this is the dates I'm planning on going. And why can't the systems come back to me and tell me all these things? We have to provide all this data. We have to do all of the work. Let the computers do the work. Let the systems do the work. Let the big data, the predictive analytics, the world do the work for us. And what he was talking about was how interfaces have to start disappearing. I mean, we're in love with these interfaces. We're always looking at screens. I'm looking at a screen like right now. You're looking at a screen looking at me. But is it the absolute best way to do things? And he was talking about how the difference between user experience and user interface. User interface is the visual look and feel. User experience is what does the user experience as they go through the process. And I think we've lost sight of the whole reason why we're doing this. What you're trying to do is make people's lives easier. Throwing another screen in front of them, throwing another interface in front of them, that's not going to make your life easier. We have to think beyond the software, beyond the hardware, beyond the screen. We have to go back to the human and go, hey, human, what are you trying to do? He gave a great example of a company called Lockitron, which had a lock that goes on the back of your deadbolt. It's an Internet of Things device, goes on your back of your deadbolt. And he showed how a typical app would be, okay, I got to unlock my phone. I'm walking up to my door. I got to unlock my phone. I got to find the icon. I got to press the icon. Sometimes I have to put a code in, whatever, just to open my damn door. Why can't I just walk up to it and it opens? See, that's what I mean about the seamless world. We need to try and build systems that make our lives easier, not just give us more choices. Because We're already overwhelmed with choices. We don't need any more choices. We need choices to be taken away from us by systems that are intelligent enough to only give us the choices that we need to make at that moment. And even then, do we really need to make those choices? Why can't the systems just make choices for us? That's it for me for today. See you next time, and until then, don't forget to think future.